Hi guys, I have another food prep video for you. We have quite a bit to do today. Here is my list. So we're going to start with stuff for tonight's dinner, which I believe is the chef salad. Let me check. Where is my little list? Pretty sure it's chef salad. Yes. So we're going to work on that first. I need to get some eggs boiling and pull out all the salad stuff. We have our eggs in. That nifty little thing is great, that egg timer. It tells you when the egg is soft, medium, and hard. Over here I have bubbles, lots of bubbles. I wasn't thinking, and I was trying to get ahead of things, and I stuck my potatoes and carrots in here with some of this fruit wash that I always use. This stuff is great from Trader Joe's. But I wasn't thinking because I need to wash the lettuce. So that was kind of dumb. Maybe I still have room for the lettuce. I have iceberg lettuce. That's what I'm using today. And one of the tricks to crispy, yummy lettuce, besides putting it in the fridge after, usually uncovered, that's how I leave it, but is to not cut it. You want to rip it. It actually makes much nicer lettuce. I don't know why, but it does. So just rip it. And I'm thinking I probably should just do both heads. So in my sink, yes, my sink is clean, for anybody wondering. See, this is what happens. You have to throw these little smart remarks in because of the comments people leave. Not all of you, not most of you, but there are some. Which I don't know why it concerns anybody, but, you know. There you have it. There's one. I figure even if I'm not using both heads for tonight's dinner, I'll still need lettuce shredded up or whatever for the week. So I might as well get both in there. Now usually we eat romaine lettuce, which I'm sure you guys have seen plenty of times in my grocery hauls. But we've been on an iceberg lettuce kick lately. That's what I have. And usually I try to get the organic, because that's just what I like to buy. But all the organic heads of lettuce at Market Basket today had bugs in them. So that was no good. I mean, it's not a big deal. You wash it and stuff. But on top of having bugs in it, it just wasn't good looking lettuce. So I passed. We'll just let all that soak. Now, because I'm making a chef salad, I'm going to peel this cucumber and kind of dice it. Because usually, I think, I'm not sure, but I think in chef salads, a lot of the times the cucumber's diced. I'm not sure about that. That's just what I think. So that's what I'm going to do. Or you could do like, you know, just slices or half slices or whatever. For goodness sakes, does it really matter? Slice the cucumber however you want. I don't know why I'm going into all this. Here, you know what? We'll do half and half. How about that? We'll do this. Like that. And we'll do some angled ones. We're gonna get crazy. And then I'll eat this. Mmm. Good stuff. Yeah. Do some half ones too. I'm out of control today, guys. I love how they look when they're sliced on an angle, especially if the skin's still on them. Alright, this one we'll dice. I like diced cucumbers and carrots and tomatoes in my salad. Dave actually prefers them not diced. I think Brooke does too. Okay, there's that. I'm also gonna put some carrot in there. And I have this bag of already shredded carrots that I bought for a salad I made for the Mother's Day cookout. Usually I just shred them myself, but we'll use the rest of that up. I'm just gonna give it a rinse. I just rinsed off some of my lettuce and put it in my salad spinner. I have the shredded carrot in here. If I can get this open, there we go. We'll put our lettuce in there. We're going to need more than that. Add our cucumbers. Mix it up. So when I pre-make the salad, all I put is the carrots, lettuce, and cucumbers in it. And then later on at dinner time, I'll add the rest of the stuff, which will probably be black olives, cheese, the egg I'll slice and put on the side, and you know, whatever else the family wants in it. Rest of the lettuce and rest of the cucumbers. And I got water everywhere. Now, I spun this in my lettuce spinner, but still, sometimes it's still a little wet. Which a little bit is okay, but if it's too wet, I just take a paper towel and go like that to it. Not crunching it either, because I don't want to crumble everything. And I never dry it like totally dry, because I feel like when you put it in the fridge and it has a little bit of water on it, that's what helps keep it crispy too. So, that's that. Now the meat for it. So what I did here was got some, kind of like a slab, a slab of meat from the deli. I just didn't have them slice it, you know, it's just one big piece, so that I can cut it into cubes. Actually, we're going to take this skin off. This is thin and trim oven roasted turkey breast. I don't like that piece. There's a piece of fat on it. I buy the thin and trim because it's much lower in salt for my family, you know. I mean, if I had my way, they wouldn't eat this stuff at all, but that's not my choice. It is theirs, and that is fine. So we're going to cut this into cubes. You can do strips too, like half of this, so just a strip. and just lay that on top of the salad. I like to do the cubes. Whoops. Sorry, guys. See how much we need. Yeah, we might as well do it all. These pieces have a nasty piece of fat going through them. Okay, turkey's in. Oh, the eggs are done. I'm going to drain those and stick them in a bowl of cold water. Next we have ham. This is Virginia ham. You can use any kind of meat you want. Bo is sitting over here because he knows that I have meat. You're not getting it, Bo. I just cut the skin off, this stuff right here. And we're going to cut that into cubes also. And put whatever kind of meat you want in your salad. I picked turkey, Virginia ham, and hard salami. Usually I would get Genoa salami, but Dave likes the hard salami, so... Oh, geez, maybe I should edit that out. I don't know. That didn't sound right. Mind out of the gutter. Hard salami. Actually, this smells really good. You're not getting it, Bo. He's sitting over here, probably hoping I'll drop something. They can tell when it's like meat. Even Milo, if I go to give him a piece of my veggie cheese, he turns his nose up to it and he knows it's not real cheese. It's actually kind of funny. All right. There we go. So we also have this cheese, but I don't want to add the cheese now because it will get icky. But I am gonna slice it. So. Just cover the salad up. Here's the cheese. We'll throw that on top. And I am just going to slice the eggs and put those in a baggie so that those are ready to go later too. Usually on a chef's salad, they're served like that, sliced like that. But you know what? Let me see. They're gonna just get a big old mess if I put them in the Ziploc bags. So I'm gonna put them on one of these plates. My brother brought home these awful styrofoam flimsy plates from his beach weekend that he went on. And I haven't been able to use them for anything because they're just that awful. So then we can use one of those. Just want to keep the egg together so that when I serve it, it looks nice. These eggs actually come from our friend's farm. Well, not really a farm. He just has a bunch of chickens. Or chickens, hens, roosters, whatever. He's got all of them. And they just wander around the land. And these eggs are from them. Lost a little bit of yolk on that one. There we go. So that I'll cover up. And that's it. You know, until later on when I serve it. Like I said, I'll just add the last couple of things. Very good, very good. Salad, eggs, done. So next I'm going to work on one of my dishes for the week, which is a vegan stew. I was craving a stew, so I thought I'd make one. Now originally I wanted to put carrot, potatoes, turnip, green beans, Brussels sprouts, and onions in it. But the turnip at the store was no good, and they didn't have organic green beans, which is what I like to buy. So I was going to get them from the store I usually get them from, and that store wasn't open yet. So here we go. I just put some coconut oil in my pan, that pan right there, because I just want to get the stuff sauteed a little bit first before I add liquid. So the carrots I'm leaving the skin on because they're just good like that when it's, you know, a stew or roasted or something. And I actually want them pretty big like that. This one has to be smaller because, you know, it's thicker. I just like having those, like, almost whole pieces of veggies and stuff. It takes longer to cook, of course, but that's how I like it. Like the green beans I would leave whole. And what else? The Brussels sprouts and the potatoes. I'm just going to add those to my pot. And these carrots were the ones soaking in the sink with the potatoes. And they were also with these little potatoes. So I'm going to put these in the pot. I might have too many potatoes here, actually. Yeah, I do. That's right. I was going to split them up. All right, I'll leave some of those aside. And I have these onions. I don't know if I've ever tried these or bought them, but we're going to throw all of those in there. I love onions. And then Brussels sprouts, which Brussels sprouts tend to hurt my stomach, but I just like them so much. So I wanted a little bit. These still have to be washed off. I'm just cutting the end, looking at the leaves. Make sure they all look all right. This one does not. There we go. I tried to pick little ones. See how little some of them are? Cute. And I get these washed off and throw these in the pot. Looks good, doesn't it? We're just going to let that saute for a little bit, and then we'll start adding all our other good stuff. Now, the rest of these carrots, I'm just going to cut and peel to put in the fridge, because we just always use carrots, either to go with dinner or for snacking. I could turn that down, huh? It's making a racket. And give it a stir. Throw these in the fridge, and I have these potatoes that are all washed, so these can go in a baggie and go in the fridge too. Gonna get our stew seasoned. I'm gonna add a little more of this coconut cooking oil. Have the heat on medium. Just turning it down to a 4. I'm going to add onion powder. Garlic powder. I'm going to season it pretty heavy too. I'm going to add a drop of water so that my spices don't burn. Just a little bit. Oh, this smells so good. Okay. Pepper. Salt. And let's see. We have some turmeric. Turmeric is extremely good for you, especially if you have like skin issues. It's supposed to be really good for that. I can't even, this smells so good, guys. I wish you could smell it. Next we have, where is it? Hold on. Italian seasoning. I'm not going to add as much of that. I have paprika. Whoa. Yeah, you can season it however you want. This is a poultry seasoning. It has thyme, sage, you know, that right there. Rosemary, black pepper, and nutmeg. I'm going to add very little of that. There we go. And the last thing we're going to add, well, actually, almost last thing, parsley. I need to get some more. Where is, oh, here it is. I'm going to add this nettle, which I told you guys about before. It's just really good for you. It doesn't taste like anything, doesn't flavor stuff. Let me get it open. It's just extremely good for you. It's like, it has like twice the, no, actually I think it's triple the vitamins of spinach. It's just really good. So, we will add that. And I think that's, oh, we'll add some dill. I have to add dill. I have this one, which has lemon, chives, garlic, onion. Wait a minute, I'm not reading the right thing. I'm choking over here. Spices are going down my throat. Lemon peel, dill, chives, onion, garlic, sea salt, black pepper. We'll add a little bit of that because I want the lemon peel, mostly. And then we just have regular dill. That is well seasoned, I would say. Yes? Oh, it smells delicious. And one more thing, we have some nutritional yeast. This I've told you guys before. I have to say that because I don't want you to get bored with me repeating myself. But a lot of people say this has a cheese flavor to it. I don't think that it does, but it's loaded with vitamin B. So that's why I use it. Now we're going to add some of that. It's nutritional yeast. Now we're going to turn the heat up to medium-high and add some water. Oh, I forgot to add the garlic. Well, I guess we can add the garlic now. Usually I would add the garlic just before I add the water. So it sautés a little bit, but not too much so it doesn't burn. So you want enough water to cover everything, and then a little bit more. Actually, we're gonna add more. And I'm gonna add some garlic too, some minced garlic. Actually, let me get it. I'm just going to use this stuff that's already minced up that I can never get open because the cap gets stuck. So we want to let that simmer, bring it to a boil and then turn it down and let it simmer. And you can just stop right there and leave it like that, which is fine. But I am also going to add some vegetable bouillon. Here is the ingredients if you're interested. So these come in big cubes like this, and a half a cube I think you use for 1 cup of water. I'm going to add 3. So we'll just wait for it to boil and then turn it down and let it simmer until everything's cooked to your liking. I like tender, but not extremely tender. I like my veggies to have a little crunch to them still. Not crunch, but bite, And then later on, I will show you how I thicken it up and make it into a stew. Alright, so our stew, let's see what we have going on over here. Prep salad and eggs, yes we did. Prep carrots, we did. Green beans, we did not because we don't have any. Washed potatoes, I gotta finish that. Cut meats for chef's salad. Why is that there? It could have been up there. Veggie stew. Looking good. I forgot to add peas. These are the peas that I buy. They're really good. They're frozen. I like the frozen peas. They have a nice little snap to them. I'm going to add some of those. And then I have some scallions I'll add towards the end too. I'm not a fan of corn in my stew, but if I was just making this into a soup, then I would add some corn. Alright, that looks good. I cannot wait to eat this. I was thinking about this last night. I just all of a sudden was craving a stew. And here it is springtime. It's like supposed to be 80 degrees this weekend, and I'm making a stew. Here's the rest of the lettuce from those 2 heads of lettuce. Just stick that in the fridge, and that's ready for, salad or sandwiches or whatever. There's even an extra little bonus. There's a shredded carrot in there. Look at this. I forgot to add the parsnips to the stew. What the heck? Now we have to do that quick. Well, we don't have to do it that quick, but the parsnips I peel. I'm not a big fan of the skin on them, so I just peel them. I love parsnips. How would you explain them? I feel like they're a little sweet, but I don't even think they are. I don't know. I'm not good at explaining this, I guess. They're good. That's about all I can tell you. I'm going to slice these like this. I just put them in my lettuce spinner because it has this little strainer you can remove. And I can just rinse them. Ow, I almost peeled my thumb off. You guys ever done that? Potato peeled your skin or your nail? Oh, it's lovely. We'll do one more. These smell good, the parsnips. Yeah, so usually I would put green beans in this. And then I was craving some turnip I wanted in it, but usually I don't put turnip in it. There we go. I'll give these a rinse and add them to the pot. I decided to add more. Might as well add them all. If I don't, they'll just go to waste. I did a recipe before with parsnips a long time ago. I do have a video on it though. I think it was parsnip patties. They were good too. See the nice bright white color? Whoops. I'm making a racket with this chopping. Need to get our asparagus washed. Ooh, this is a good bunch. You can chop them or cut the ends if you want to, but this way they actually snap right where they're supposed to. I learned that on the cooking channel. Get these washed. Alright, asparagus is drying off. I washed some grapes when you guys weren't looking. I picked these up in the middle of the week, so that's why those weren't in my last food prep. And the potatoes are washed and drying. So next I'm just going to work on the corn. Why are you guys crooked? There we go. So this stuff just makes a mess, you know? And you can do it in the store. They have a barrel where you can just peel it and put it in the barrel, but I just took it home like this. This saves a lot of time when you're starting dinner and this is already done. Uh-oh, what happened there? A little smushed corn kernel. So I'm just going to get these all peeled or husked, however you say it, and try to get all these strings off because nobody likes strings on their corn, even though it's always there. And actually, I need to cook some so that I can cut some off of the cob and have it for salads and stuff. And the rest I'll leave whole for dinner this week. I forget what dinner it's going with. Oh, the barbecue bacon burgers. We'll get there. Quite a bit to do today, guys. So online, I believe, or I don't know, somewhere you can find it. They have all these nifty tricks for peeling the corn quicker, or not quicker, easier, and getting all the strings off. Something about cutting the ends or something. I don't know. I've tried the whole cutting the ends and peeling it off, but it doesn't make a difference. I don't have any fruit to cut up because Market Basket did not have what I wanted. So I'll probably do that in the middle of the week, or maybe even this weekend. Back to our stew. It is all done. We're just going to add the finishing touches. I have some scallions here. I love scallions. I'm just going to cut these right into it. And then in this cup, I have cold water and about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, organic cornstarch. You gotta make sure it's cold water or else you'll get a bunch of lumps. We're just gonna add that right into our stew. We might need more, don't know yet. See how thick that makes it. We might have to add more because there's a lot of liquid. Usually it will start thickening up right away, which it did thicken up some. I think we're going to need quite a bit more, so I'm going to get some more cold water. All depends on how thick you want it. I want it somewhere in the middle. It's getting there. Still want it thicker though. I'm going to give it a couple of minutes and then probably add 2 more tablespoons. Then it should be good. It's looking delicious. I think it is. You can see all the minced garlic. Looks yummy. Alright, I have 2 more tablespoons. I think that should do it. Because it will get thicker as it cools and all that too. Whoops. You can just taste it and see if it needs more spices, which it probably does. It always does. Ooh, that is hot. It's good. All right, I'm going to shut this off. We'll let it cool down. And that is all set for the week for me. And whoever else wants it, but chances are nobody else will have it. Actually, my brother might. And Brooke might too. Dave definitely not. So I just added a little more salt, and I'm going to add some more iron powder. And some more pepper. Good to go. It's thickening up pretty good. Now I want to eat it. Totally having some. Alright, we're going to make the chickpea salad that I make. I showed you guys this before. Justin just called my chickpeas lima beans. I do not like lima beans. I think it's actually one of the only things I don't like. So I'm just dicing up some onions, sweet onion. So here's my chickpeas. I just washed them and took most of the skins off. And I just mashed them a little with my fork. And I'm going to add this onion. And usually I like to add either garlic pickles or sweet pickles. And I do not have either. So we are going to add dill pickles because that's what I have. I got you some water, Justin.
Really?
Yeah, I put 2 bottles in the fridge.
Oh,
I didn't bring the case in.
okay, I need this.
You need that?
I think there's deals in it.
Justin's up, so I'm just chatting a little bit with him. What? Why are you laughing at my junk bowl?
Scraps and bad.
Scraps, yeah, scrap bowl. Pickles. Now we'll add our spices. Onion powder. I really need to just mix my onion powder and garlic powder because I use both of them so much. And garlic. Salt. Pepper. And mayo. There we have it. That's all set for the week. I put a little too much garlic powder in it. I tasted it a minute ago. It's okay though. Alright, what do we have? We need to make sweet and sour sauce for the sweet and sour pork tenderloin. We're going to make a homemade sauce. It's pretty good. I've made it before. It's a recipe I cut out of a magazine a long time ago. I don't even remember which magazine it was. Here it is, right here. We're going to make that next. So I'm going to double this We're gonna start with I'll just give you guys the regular measurements. So I have freshly squeezed orange juice. The recipe is a half a cup. Justin, you should try this. This is good. Oh, I got this from Market Basket. They had a big container too, but I just needed a little container for this recipe. 1/3 cup of apricot spread with no sugar added. I have this, it's an all natural one, so it's only sweetened with fruit juice. So that's okay. I'm fine with that. Ooh. That smells good, guys. And because I'm doubling it, I need another one. Get out of here, Bo. Bo's coming over. My dog is coming over, thinking he's going to get something. Next we want 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to put 5 instead of 6 for my doubling. Just seems like an awful lot of vinegar. 2 tablespoons of unsalted tomato paste. Whoops. I like buying these tube ones because you can close it back up if you don't use it, you know, if you don't need a lot. Uh-oh, what was that, 3? Did I put 3? I think it was 3. But you can close them back up and stick it in the fridge. Just makes it easier. And then 2 tablespoons of reduced sodium soy sauce. We use this stuff. Two tablespoons of raw honey. I'm sure you could use whatever kind of honey you want, guys. What'd I say, 2 tablespoons? No, this is gonna take me a minute. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Oh, I could just take the cap off, huh? we will, seeing that we need 4 tablespoons in ours. Well, in this one. In the recipe I'm making. No, in the serving I'm making. There we go. I'll get it eventually. I don't know how to talk. You guys know that. You're used to it. Oh, I got honey all over the place here. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's good. Oh, tomato paste. We don't want tomato paste in the honey jar. Okay, this isn't working any better. I'm going to spare you guys this and turn you off for a minute. So next you're supposed to add 1 tablespoon of tapioca starch, but I never do. I don't know. I don't have it. I might have had it once, but I just don't add it. And the last thing is a 1/2 teaspoon of sriracha sauce. Whoops, that went everywhere. This recipe is not spicy, just so you know. And that will do it. Now we're just going to whisk it all together. I'm making a mess. Alright, so there's 2 different things you can do here. You can add the tapioca starch, which I believe is just going to thicken it, and then you put it on the heat. And what? Stir until, bring all sauce ingredients to a boil, whisk infrequently. And then when it thickens up, you just take it off the heat. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to use it like this and pour it into our pork, over our pork loin. Okay, sauce is done. Let's prep the pork loin. So before I start working on the pork loin, I just want to get this made. This is instant lemon jello pudding. It's for a angel cake dessert that I'm going to make. No, I'm not, because I don't have the blueberries. Never mind. I'm not going to make that in this video. Sorry, guys. It's just lemon pudding. Take an angel food cake, cut it in half, you know, this way, and put the lemon pudding in the middle. Then you can cover it with Cool Whip and blueberries. Add blueberries. But I forgot that Market Basket actually didn't have any blueberries, which was weird. Like none. So back to our pork loin. And where did my knives go? Oh, for goodness sakes, I'm telling you. Okay. So here's my pork loin. Actually, I'm going to do this over the sink because I just want to rinse it. I just want to get some of this fat off. And usually, pork loin has the stuff called silver skin. And actually it has a tint of silver to it. And if you're roasting your pork loin, I don't know if you're cooking it any other way, but I do know for sure if you're roasting it, you want to remove that because that's what actually will make your pork loin curl up in the oven. Instead of staying flat like this, it will kind of get all mental. I am going to grill this on the grill. This is for Sunday dinner. There's a piece of bone. What the heck? Ew! Ugh, and people wonder why I don't eat this stuff. Okay, seriously, there's a piece of bone in it. I go to cut the piece of bone and a little bit of blood comes out. To me, that's just freaking gross. I have nothing against people eating it, but people wonder why I don't. I mean, really? This is probably why, because I prepare the stuff. Not to mention, I don't know, well, you know what? That's for a whole nother video. Okay, we need that to go away. Yuck. Is that more? What's going on here? Huh? You're really ticking me off. I don't know what that is. There. All gone. Solves that. So obviously you don't have to do all this. Well, not obviously, but you don't have to do all this. My family is not a fan of fat on their meat. Some people like it. You know, you cook it up. Some people think that's the best part. But my family doesn't, so I try to get most of it off. It's not going too well. I have an issue here for some reason. Well, I'm pretty much over it. Okay. Maybe my knife needs to be sharpened. Anyways, I am going to cut some holes like this. Not all the way through, just a little. So that some of that sauce gets in there. In the bag. Just going to take our marinade, or sweet and sour sauce, and pour that over. You guys even see what the heck I'm doing? There we go. That is all set to be grilled. Just gonna pop it in the fridge. Okay, now that that mess is cleaned up, I have bacon here. And I just want to Bo. Hold on, guys. No. Bo was trying to steal trash because he's fresh. I just want to cut this in half because I need it for 2 different meals. Barbecue bacon burgers Dave asked for. And our baked potato buffet. This is center cut bacon. So we'll just put half in here. And half in here. I'm going to pop both of those in the freezer because I don't need them for a while. I think, let me see, Wednesday's the first time I need them for. And today is what, Friday? So these can go in the freezer. Next we'll make our burgers. And I'm actually going to mix a little bit of barbecue sauce into the meat. And then put some on top when I make them. Hamburger. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And this is the barbecue sauce the family likes. I'm not going to add too much. I'm just going to mix it up. That looks good. I have this nifty thing I always use. Just makes the burgers come out better, you know, size and shape. So you just plop some in the middle. And I think it works better if you just press it down first. And then you take the top and smush that in. And there you have it. We make pretty big burgers around here, so. Except for Justin's. I always make Justin's thinner because he doesn't like thick burgers. See how pretty? Look at that, huh? Minus the stuff that just stuck to my clean cutting board. Jerk. All right. Need 2 more. I don't remember where I got this thing. I'm pretty sure they have them everywhere though. There you go. And then just a thinner one for Justin. It still might be too thick. That's all right. Okay. I have some parchment paper because I don't think I have any wax paper. Oh, we need to write on our bag actually. This will be for barbecue bacon burgers, or cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers. I took my glove off. I just just put it on the wax paper, or parchment paper. Stick another one there. And last one. These go in the freezer. So those are all made. Well, the patties are made anyways. Steak is next. This is for baked potato buffet. This I'm just going to slice up. Just into little strips. Sometimes the family will ask for chicken for their potatoes, and sometimes steak, pulled pork. It's always different. A lot of the times it's chicken and steak. But this week or next week, it's just steak. That is my brother in the background, playing with Bo. Well, move your butt then, Justin. Now that's all set. All right. We are gonna wash some chicken wings and drumlets next. I'm gonna wash my cutting board off. I just keep using the same cutting board. I have more than one, but I try to really keep down on the cleanup when I'm doing this, because I don't want, you know, another, oh, I just took this off and I didn't even use it, so I needed it on for the chicken. I have issues with these gloves. There we go. So I try not to, you know, use a lot of stuff, so that way it's not as much of a pain to clean up. Here's the chicken. what we're gonna do here is take the skin off of these. I wish I could have found them with the skin already off. Well, that would have been nice. But I couldn't. So we're gonna take it off. Well, I'm gonna try to take it off. My family's not a fan of skin. They are if it's like, well, no, not even if it's crispy. They peel it off. It's the weirdest thing. Because the skin's like, you know, when it's crispy, the best part, no? Okay, this is gonna be way too difficult for me to deal with. Seriously. Maybe we're not gonna take the skin off, guys. It shouldn't be this difficult. Trying to get my finger underneath the skin there, but it's so slippery. This is quite gross. Come on. You know, I'm thinking maybe we'll let them take the skin off themselves after they're cooked. Yeah, because this is just ridiculous. Okay, so that's it for that. I'm going to wind up destroying them. I'm just going to get these washed and put in the bag. I'm not going to fuss with the skin. These are going to be marinated in teriyaki sauce and then grilled. So let me get them washed. So see, these packets are party wings, it's called, and they just have the chicken wing and the little drumstick. Okay. Stop messing with the skin, Jen. Just stop. See, I'm not listening. I said I wasn't going to do this. Why am I doing it? What is the problem, guys? Well, it was just hanging there, begging to be taken off. I'll just take this one little piece. And then we'll stop. Well, this hunk right here, too. Do I really? Okay, that is enough. Gross. Freaking chicken skin everywhere. In the bag they go. This stuff right here, it's absolutely no good for you, but it's what they requested because they like it. Tastes really good. It's just not good for you. Because of the sodium, that's what it is. And they sell low sodium teriyaki in the Kikkoman, but my family doesn't like it. Which I swear they wouldn't know, but they did. So, just gonna pour a bottle of this on. This little top piece comes out. Probably not the best way to do it right here. Actually take a fork. Well, you used to be able to take a fork and stick it in and pull it out. Let's see. Come on now. I'm gonna start having issues. All right, we'll leave it on. We'll stand here and do this for an hour. All right, guys, we were doing so good. Now we got all kinds of issues. So I think I'm going to add 2 bottles because I don't think one's enough. Got it. That makes it much easier. There we go. This is actually going to go right in the freezer. It will be absolutely fine. Okay, teriyaki chicken wings. So I'm just going to prep the chicken for chicken parm next, which I don't know why they asked for this because they just had it recently, but so I just put a piece of chicken right there. Take my rolling pin and flatten it out till it's as thin as I want it to be. Whoa, guys. And there's our chicken. I believe we are done with all our meat now. Which is a beautiful thing. Let's see. Tenderized chips right there. This is done, done, done. We have 2 desserts for this week, but I can only make one because I don't have all the ingredients. And I totally forgot that I was supposed to slice carrots and green beans to go with the sweet and sour pork. Which I do not have any green beans. And I need more carrots. So I'm going to have to do that another day. But the only thing left now is chocolate chip peanut butter cookies. And I wanted to make the dogs some treats too. I guess that's not food prep, huh? Alright, let's put this stuff away. Okay, we're moving on to peanut butter cookies next. This is the recipe I use. It seems to be the best one that my family has liked. So I'm going to make 1 batch regular and 1 batch vegan. Crisco, the one that I buy, this Crisco butter flavor, is actually vegan, which is very odd, I know, but it is. So I have milk chocolate chips to go in theirs, and usually I would use a dairy-free chocolate chip for mine, like either the Enjoy Life brand or a semi-sweet or something, but I don't have any, so there we go. All right, let's get started. 3/4 cup of creamy peanut butter. Let's see, we'll use this doohickey. I preheated the oven and just took out my cookie sheets and lined them with parchment paper. Actually, one of them has a silicone liner on it. I need to buy some more of those, but they're kind of pricey. Alright, so I think what I have left in this jar of peanut butter is gonna do it. And I bought another jar because I knew I didn't have enough to make 2 batches. And the store I was at, it didn't have the kind that I get, so I just got the Skippy. one in there, and then one in the other bowl, just to keep the dairy-free ones separate. This makes a mess. That is way too much. There we go. Next you need a half of a stick of Crisco. This is the butter flavor. Never once said these cookies were healthy. I do have videos on healthy cookies, but today we're making these ones. Is that half? Yes. Whoops. So half in here and half in the other one. Next we're going to add brown sugar. Brown sugar. How much? How much brown sugar? Let me see. I'm trying to find it. 1 1/4 cups packed. I don't think I have enough, but we're going to wing it. Brown sugar. One. Oh, I guess I do have enough. Beautiful. Firmly packed, it says. We need a little more in this cup. Yeah, that's going to be the rest of it. This goes in here. Next, we need to add milk. So I have the regular milk that we buy. Let me grab a tablespoon. Hold on, guys. So 3 tablespoons of milk. We're going to put right in here. Let me just, whoops, rinse this out. We're going to put 3 tablespoons of almond milk into here. And next we need vanilla. I want 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I think that's going to do it. I need to add vanilla to my list. So you're supposed to beat this with a electric beater, actually. So let me get that. So once you beat it up, add 1 egg. So there is an egg in there. And then I'm just going to use applesauce for mine. Unsweetened applesauce. And it's 1/4 a cup for every egg that you need to add. The oven's preheated. Almost out of this. I'm almost out of a lot of things. You don't taste the applesauce in the cookies. Not at all. In case you were wondering. Now see, my cookie dough I can eat raw. Okay. I'm just going to mix that in. You can beat it if you want. I'm just doing it like this because I just use the beater to mix their dough, which has milk and stuff in it, so I just will do it like that. And that is all set for now. Once you add the egg in, you just go in and beat it until it's mixed in. So we're going to add our flour next. You can do this in a separate bowl if you like. I know instructions, baking and stuff usually tells you to, but I usually don't. What do we need? Let's see. We need 1 3/4 cup of flour. This is just regular all-purpose flour. Three-fourths teaspoon of baking soda. And then 3/4 teaspoons of salt. I'm just adding it to the other bowl. Now I think the whole purpose of mixing your flour and baking soda and all that separately is to make sure your baking soda and flour gets all, and salt, gets all mixed in good together. I'm just mixing the baking soda and salt into the flour a little bit. Then we're going to beat it again. just at low speed. And probably only for a couple. So I'm going to give it a mix first, so that when I do turn the Vitas on, it doesn't rain flour everywhere. Whoops, as I'm throwing the flour everywhere. All right, that should help. And I think I'm going to add some cacao powder to my batch of cookies. Let me see what I have. There we go. I'm going to add some of this. It's just like a, well, it says raw chocolate powder, but it's not really it's chocolatey, but not like real chocolate. It's kind of bitter, but chocolatey, I don't know. I'm going to add tablespoon. Just give that a mix. And then I'm just going to beat them both. Okay, there's a couple of things you can do now. Just covering my hands in some flour. You can take these and drop them by spoonfuls onto your cookie sheet, or you can roll it into a log and cut slices. So, I'm caught on the cabinet. So I think that's what I'm going to do here. I just want to make sure everything is mixed in there good. So you can take it like so. Whoops. You know, roll it into a log, and then you can slice it, or you can just pick pieces off and put it onto the cookie sheets. I think it's easier when you do it like this. And then take your fork. You can just press them down a little bit, like that. And then you just put your little peanut butter cookie lines. Well, you don't have to. I'm going to get all these cookie sheets ready. Oh, I didn't show you guys. What the heck is that? So here's the other mix. And after you mix that all good, you can add your chocolate chips. If you can manage to get them open with greasy gloves on. There we go. Ooh, these smell good. It is not open enough. Please! Just come on! We're so close to success. All right. I'm going to start with half of the bag. You can just take your spatula and fold them in if you want. I'm just gently mixing them in with my hand. I think we need more. Oh, we'll just add the whole bag. I think that's what I usually do. I preheated the oven to 375. It's all ready to go. And depending on, you know, what size you make your cookies, they take 7 to 8 minutes. And the recipe says to bake 1 sheet at a time, so, you know, not to double up on your cookie sheets in the oven. I mean, you know, you can do whatever you want, but that's what the recipe says. This might be too little, which will be a change because I always make them too big. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. Usually I make them bigger than this. No, I hope these will be alright like this. Flatten them out just a little bit. And pop them in the oven. You could add peanut butter chips too if you wanted to. But my family always wants the chocolate chips. I don't know why, but they do. I don't know. I don't like crowding them. I don't like when they cook into each other, even though they always do, so I don't know why I'm bothering moving them about. Okay. Okay, let's recap. We have chef salad. These are the grapes. That's chickpea salad. This is the veggie stew. I have this container, and then I have this much left that I'm going to put in the freezer. And you can do a couple of different things with that. You can just eat it, you know, like that. You can put it in a casserole dish and top it with dumplings, or you can make like a pot pie out of it. It's a bunch of different things you can do with it. We have our asparagus washed and trimmed, lettuce, carrots. In here we have our chicken for chicken parm and our steak for a baked potato buffet. Burgers for barbecue bacon burgers. There is our teriyaki chicken wings, and I also put the sweet and sour pork loin in the freezer. Is that everything in there? I think so. Then over here I still have my corn that's all set and ready to go, and my potatoes. And I do have these 3 ears of corn that I still need to cook. And we got our cookies in the oven. So we are doing good. Well, all the cookies are just about done. They look beautiful. I just have them on these racks cooling. Those are the chocolate chip ones, and those are the regular ones. Uh-oh, that one's falling through. I just have a couple more here, and I don't know. Oh, that many more in the oven. So that is pretty much going to do it for this week's food prep, guys. It was a long one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe got some ideas. If you didn't enjoy it and didn't like my ideas, just don't make the stuff. But I hope that you enjoyed it. Alright guys, I am going to go and try to get this uploaded for you guys. It's going to take a little bit because it's kind of long. So I will talk to you guys I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.